Down in the Den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Welcome to Down in the Den. It's your boy Marz. Joining me today is an amazing artist, singer, songwriter, and LGBTQIA activist. He's here to talk about his new music, have a little fun with us as well here in the Den as well. I want all the friends of the Den and the Den mates give a warm welcome to Mr. Gabe Furtado. How are you doing today?
Yay! Thank you for the little
Wow.
I'm doing amazing. How are you?
Fantastically well, thank you. I'm doing better because I'm talking to you. I've been checking out your music. You're super dope. So I'm really excited to have you out. You're welcome. So Gabe, thank you again for carving out some time. I know your schedule's probably busy. So
of course.
Number one, how's 22 been treating you so far?
It's been really, crazy and refreshing at the same time. Because ups and downs, everything in between. Like, I just turned 25, so I'm like, I had this identity crisis, like existential, like what is real, what is not, is God a thing, are we like in the Matrix? I had that craziness going on 2 weeks ago, but it's been really refreshing, maybe because of that even. So it's been treating me good. I'll say it's good. It's been fabulous.
Very good. 25. I remember the good days of being 25. Trust me, it's only going to get better. It's only going to get better. So,
I hope so.
We have that quarter life crisis, and then you'll have it again.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
That's what's up. Like, I'm having fun with it though, because if nothing matters, if nothing is real, of course it is, but like if it isn't, then you choose what's important for you, So I guess that was interesting. Like, it's keeping me on my toes. So I like it.
Absolutely. In our community, and the reason I ask, I always want to make sure everybody's well and in a good mind space, because I know the music industry, we deal with a lot of creators. And, being a creator myself, we know it's a hard industry, but it's probably the most fulfilling industry, being an artist. And that's what this platform is all about. People with passion, purpose, and a plan. Those are the 3 Ps that we talk about. So to get this interview started, we always ask the same question. Our first question is always the same. I'm a big geek. I'm a big nerd. I love comic books. I love superheroes. I get lost in that world.
Me too.
Absolutely. Hey, we're kindred spirits. So I always ask every creative their origin story. That's always our first question. And usually with superheroes, even with supervillains, it's some type of transformative experience that occurs. Sometimes it's a tragedy. Sometimes it's a radioactive bug bite. Who knows? And I know you had a very transformative experience yourself that kind of led you to your passion of creating music. Do you mind sharing that origin story with the Den mates?
It's my pleasure to. Thank you. I wish it was me getting bitten by a spider though, but like it wasn't. It was a tragedy. So like a tragedy. I'll check that box. I was living my life, like in college, studying to become like a journalist or something, like that. And my dad died. And I was like, what is life? It's too short. It flies. It's like you're living and then you're not. You're here and then you're not. And then I'm like, well, if I'm so uncertain about my future, why don't I value even more what I have now, which is my present? And I'm like, okay, I don't give a damn. Bye, college. Hey, music career. I'm here. I was already studying music for a good while. Not like simultaneously. So I was like, this is it. Life's too short. Let me do it. And then I started like releasing music professionally because I was singing here and there, performing and covering some other artists like as at bars and restaurants, But then I'm like, no, it's my turn. Let me introduce myself as an artist. So Last Goodbye came, and that was it. And then after that, things just like started like happening. So I'm here talking about my second album already. So that's crazy and good.
That is crazy. And like I said, every superhero, there's always usually some type of tragedy, but I like to think
Yeah.
of it as a gift that your father left you.
Yeah.
This purpose, which is one of our three P's, purpose. Some of us live our whole lives will get to 100 years old and never know their purpose. So that's a huge gift to be mid 20s, just turning in your mid 20s and already knowing your purpose in life. So congrats on that. And, that is
Thank
an
you.
awesome story. We know that loss in some way is something that we all experience. It crosses all cultures, all races, all creeds, all colors, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
And, that project for healing and releasing that and sharing it. I just want to say bravo, congratulations, and thank
Oh,
you
thank
for
you.
being so brave. We appreciate that.
I
Now,
appreciate you. Thank
oh,
you.
you're welcome. Now, on the lighter side, we're not trying to be Oprah over here. On the lighter side, this new project, Flowers. It's a love letter about acceptance. It's a love letter about accepting yourself, loving yourself. It's optimistic. It's bright. Something
Yeah.
we definitely need right now in the
I know,
industry
right?
and just in the world in general. Tell us a little bit about how that came about.
It's just, after my first album, which was like the post strategy, like post traumatic experiences that I had in the past, So I was like talking about life in general, which is the title of the album, Life. So I'm like, okay, I talked about that. Now I think it's time for me to do what I've always wanted to really do as an artist. Um, and I had this song stuck in my head since the day I wrote. It was like after that's so funny because it was after a huge breakup that I had. So it's also like a second, not tragedy, but like you know turning point as well. So I had Flowers stuck with me and for a good while, and I'm like, the song is something. The song, it's my favorite song in the universe. I gotta do something about it. Gotta work on it. I gotta produce. I don't know. Gotta release it. And then, uh, as I was thinking about it, I'm like, my head goes way ahead of where I'm at in the moment because I have like my next 4 albums planned, kinda, kinda. So I was like, oh, okay, I have these 3 songs that I wanted to release as well, and I was starting thinking like, which ones do I feel like I want to work on, and which ones I want to save for later, or. And I'm always writing, and I have all of these, and I'm like, it's gonna be about flowers. So it's gonna be about flowers. It's gonna be about me loving me and me accepting that I am capable of having my dream album, my dream song, my dream era right now, like regardless of anything. It's like I deserve it. I'm working for it. I worked on myself and I'm worked on my career. So I'm like, this is time to celebrate it. And if this is this important, like if this is like this important to me, it's gonna be for someone else. And loving myself is what kept me alive. So I'm like, let me celebrate it. Let me just share it with everyone. And here's flowers now, and so much more to come. So yeah.
We're all about giving flowers here on this show, and we appreciate you literally giving us flowers and giving us this art. So we appreciate that. What other sounds can we expect from this project? We live in a world where it's very single heavy, but I'm an old school music lover. I do love cohesive projects. What other sounds can we
Yay!
expect?
Yay! I
Yeah,
love that. Ah,
Cool. I like cool. Tell me a story. Tell me a project.
music to my ears. Music to my ears. I just said thank you for mentioning it, because I do love I just love being cohesive with my albums. Which this is my second one. But I like that. I think that's a work of art that comes together in a way that it's one piece, even though it's like maybe 11 songs. So different sounds, different things from the first album, but I still have my own identity. So you can see, oh, it's me, it's Gabe. You know, it's Gabe Furtado. It's his vibe, and I I am celebrating myself, my own personal journey as a human being. So with flowers, you know, like, hey, I love all parts of me, and then I'm like, with my next single, I am kind of like talking about how I, I I'm always falling back in love with life, with living, and it's really interesting, and how in a certain way how hope is what really keeps us going. You know, it's like, where there's smoke, there's fire. So I'll meet you in the golden hour. I just dropped a little bit for you there because I'm so
Marz.
excited about it. So you can expect like a loving and romantic Gabe, which you haven't seen yet, and I have a couple of like really romantic songs and interesting ones because they're not as you usually will hear, you know, from someone else. So it's a little fun journey. It's definitely like um way more uplifting than the first one because I don't really have a sad song in this one. I do have one song that I'm like longing for, you know, like my lover, longing for my partner to come back and just be with me because I miss him. But it's not really sad. So it's everything's it's around flowers. So that's kind of like the vibe that I'm navigating through throughout the entire album. So yeah, it's fun. It's so much fun. A lot of self-love anthems to come also with it. So I like that.
That's what I love, and I'm excited for that. Like I said, I love a cohesive project. I love a story. I am being a child of the '90s, which I consider the golden age of music, but I'm sure every decade considers their decade the golden era of
Yeah.
music. But for me, I miss getting a CD, looking at the packaging, looking at the art, reading the label and seeing who produced it, who wrote it, if they had the lyrics there, even before I put the CD, and then putting the CD in the car or Discman or whatever and listening to the whole album. That's an experience that because music is so fast food nowadays, it doesn't
Yeah.
nourish you as much.
Yeah.
So having an artist like yourself that actually puts their life in the project instead of just going on a website, getting 6 beats that sound like whatever's popping right now and just putting it out is refreshing. So just thank you, and we appreciate that.
And I appreciate you appreciating it a lot, a lot. You have no idea. Like that just gave me a little like, you know, booster for
We're
for my
all about
life.
it. We're all about it. All my den mates and the friends of the den, every person that I've been on the show, we still chat with today because we're just good energy here. We're just a community that just loves art and loves giving each other flowers. Once again, that's a plug. So,
Love it.
do we have a release date? When can the friends
Dude.
of the den look out? Do we have a release date?
Oh my gosh, it's so close. I'm just gonna say it. I mean, it's close into, it's close, but it's not that close.
Hey,
It's close to the date that you'll be able to pre-order it, but
perfect.
it's not that close to the date that it will be released.
Okay.
Um,
I'll take that. I'll take that. That's a scoop. I'm still a journalist at heart, so that's a scoop. That's a scoop.
but
Well,
yeah, I will tell you this: spring
makes sense. Flowers, maybe
flowers.
maybe there's a,
Yeah.
a poem, April showers or something. I don't know. You know, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Okay, it has been a pleasure. Your energy is awesome. It's just been fun speaking with you. But I can't let you go just yet. Every guest has to get a Den mate stamp. That's the only way we can make you official. In the order to get your Den mate stamp, we have a game. Every season, we have a different game that we play with the artists. And the game this season, in season 2, is called If You Don't Know, Now You Know. Baby, baby. Shout out to the great Notorious B.I.G. And this is just a really fun game to let the friends of the Den get into the mind of the artist. So these are questions designed to stimulate. Some are silly, some are entertaining, some are serious, but they're quick fire. And we ask these random questions, and it just opens into the hearts of these artists. So are you ready to play?
I'm ready.
All right.
Excited.
So the first question on If You Don't Know, Now You Know. What do you, Gabe Furtado, find beautiful?
Love.
Perfect.
love.
You could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Less perfectionist, which I'm working on. Yeah.
You know, who is your hero?
My mom, Selena Gomez, and my dad, and my mentor, my music mentor. I got four.
Hey, it could be a Fantastic Four. I told you I'm a superhero nerd.
Yes,
so
yes.
That works. If you could eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Does ice cream count? I love ice cream.
Ice cream, okay.
I'm gonna have to go with it.
You can tell the people the thinner people, they love their sweets. I've noticed when I ask that question, the chunky trunks like me, I'm like macaroni and cheese with ribs, and you know.
I was gonna say Italian food. Like I love pasta.
I'm a pasta guy. Give me my carbs. Absolutely.
I love it.
Carbs. All right. And the final one, and I sound like Ray J when I say this, but if you had one wish, what would that be?
$5 billion.
Why just 5? No, I'm just kidding. It's weird that
the first thing that popped up.
It's funny. It's something psychologically because people want that $1 billion amount, but they don't want to be super greedy. So they want to be like,
I'm greedy.
But they're like, oh, it's 5. Five is fine. It's awesome.
I guess that's a beautiful number, even though my favorite number is 7. But yeah,
if they ever decide,
it's a 5-year for me.
Exactly. Maybe if they ever decide to eat the rich, they'll focus on the Jeff Bezos and be like, 5, you're okay. 5. You're fine.
I'll be all right. I'll be able to help a lot, you know. So I think that's why. Like,
hey, absolutely. Probably. Like Jay said, you can't help the poor if you're one of them. So I understand. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So Gabe, it's been an absolute pleasure getting to know you and welcome you into the Den Mate family. You get your Den Mate passport. You're official. Please let the friends of the Den know where they can find your music, any important dates you have coming up, and of course, your social media info. The floor is yours.
You can find me everywhere. It's Gabe Furtado, Furtado, and Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, wherever. I'll be there, hopefully, or my website, or Spotify, Apple Music, just YouTube. Like you can watch me, you can see me. So you know, like my music videos, and I'm everywhere. So like everywhere you look, hopefully I'll be there. If not, send me a message. Hey, please be there, and I'll be there soon. Quickly.
And where's the Jackson 5? He'll be there. So absolutely. I know I'm batting 1,000 with you guys, the artists that we speak with, the artists that we recommend, not to toot my own horn, but we're very selective in our process. And
thank you.
So please check out Gabe. The music is awesome. Diversity is the spice of life, and I love all different types of genre. And this is perfect for the energy that we have. You know, I'm in a good mood. I have my Bengals hat. We haven't been to a Super Bowl since 1988 when I could barely talk. So I'm very, very excited. Having a good mood. I'm talking to Gabe. Everything is good in life. So 2022, thank you for all the infinite blessings. Thank you for giving us all the positive energy that you have forthcoming. So guys, thank you for tuning in. As always, please check out Gabe. I always point the wrong way. Please check out Gabe. Zoom. One of these days I'm going to please check out Gabe Furtado, all on the social media. Subscribe. You know what to do. If you see him on the show, put the little red dot, spam it up with the red dot for Marz, saying that you saw him here. That's how they know that we're
I like that
connection. So put that red dot. And as always, tune in, subscribe, like, comment. If you like what you're hearing, put the comments. Usually have a survey. Answer those surveys. That's how I know what you guys want to hear. Follow Gabe, subscribe to all of his social media. Once again, put those red dots, let them know Marz sent you. And as always, peace, love, unity, and respect. It's your boy Marz. Deuces.
Amen.
All right.
It's down in the den, so go tell a friend. The best podcast on earth's about to begin. We got jokes and news and movie reviews. After Dark NC-17 with the crew. Interviews with the best artists around. So like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now. Let's go. Like, comment, subscribe. The show's starting right now.